Previously on Nancy Drew episode 2, we met Zeke in his store. We did a Rube Goldberg machine, and we made Zeke sneeze, and then we did some puzzles.
So we still have that, like, west-north thing.
Yes?
Yes,
I'm going to keep looking around.
Sounds good.
Okay, bye.
Pump that lady outside. I do not remember, any of this.
It's been a while since
Hello again.
Oh, hello.
Whose boat is tied up down there where the bayou comes up to the cemetery? Do you know? That would be
Can we
my
use it?
boat.
I just read that as who's
handy
tied
when I
up
need
down
to
there. Like,
forage
who's
for
tied up
certain
where?
swamp-dwelling plants.
Can I, use your boat?
I'd better get going. Thanks for coming by.
You're welcome. Okay, so, I don't know, we could try that. Stupid clock. Oh, this thing. We need paper! That's what we were doing.
But I don't know where we get to.
Sure won't.
Oh yeah, now you're editing. I forgot. That's how you just skip it.
Where's the paper?
Go straight. There.
Paper. Teeth.
Teeth don't make sense.
That didn't happen before.
That was Uncle Bruno's pet iguana, Iggy. He's always in here stealing
Wait, he's
paper.
always here stealing
He must
paper.
be using it to build a nest or something. Look, I had all those books arranged so they fit perfectly in that box. Put them back in, okay? I don't have time.
I just want
Okay.
to look through this one book.
Go right ahead.
Does that
After
really
you put all
matter?
those other books back.
Go right ahead after you put them all back.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
Good luck.
What? How come they don't touch the bottom? Well, that's just weird. Can I turn them?
Right click. No.
Okay, so I put this way then, I guess.
The ones that are turned are back here.
Oh. But Iggy was laying on them.
No, he wasn't. He was laying on top of the box.
Okay. Oh, shut up. High five! I did most of that.
Yeah, you did all the clicking. I did all the pointing.
I would just leave that book out. Ooh.
We got a phone number? Hopefully it just writes it down.
Write down just in case. The Crystal Skulls, Facts or Fiction?
Fact or fable.
Oh.
Pen's not working.
Word.
No. Got other stuff written on it.
Okay. Well, have fun reading all this. I'll just
One of the
read it.
most
No, you're
ancient
not
and
reading
widespread
this.
legends. Okay, yeah, you're right. I'm not.
13 skulls together and they will speak.
Next page. Grab that.
None of this stuff usually matters.
Yeah, so most.
Whisper. Okay.
I'm letting you, like, read over it quickly and tell me if there's anything important.
So basically there's 3 different skulls.
Thank you.
That says 1880. Curtis Caldwell cures. Oh, they're saying who had the crystals.
Okay. We need to find that iguana. For the paper.
Oh yeah. So we can come back.
Well, what did we just pick up? TBFMLH. Done. Alright, let's go find that iguana. I don't think the iguana was there.
It's gonna be like obvious.
I hope so, because we're just gonna go through every room right now.
Have you seen the iguana? You seen the
Hello
iguana?
again. Did Dr. Bolet ever say anything to you about a crystal skull? He may have referred to it as the Whisperer.
No, he never so much as mentioned a crystal skull, whispering or otherwise.
I understand that Dr. Bolet had some interesting pets,
Have you
like
seen
an
it?
iguana.
That man never met a creature he didn't like. He'd train them to do all kinds of silly tricks, then let them
You put
run
them right
free,
outside the table.
inside the house as
Me
well as
too.
out.
Do you know how he went about training them?
I surely do not. Don't get me wrong. I
no.
liked Dr. Bolet, I truly did. But I swear, sometimes his activities made as much sense to me as bathing in a bayou full of gators.
Good
Nice
one.
talking to you.
Fare thee well.
Fare thee well. Who says that? Oh, we're gonna go outside. See the weeds? There's no other paper in this house.
Well, I mean, a paper out.
Exactly.
Where's he at there?
Yes?
How did Bruno die, if you don't
Who's
mind my
Where?
asking?
Where's the
Just
iguana?
dropped dead in the front hallway.
Oh,
I
that's
mean, the
nice.
guy was 95 years old. Here, check it out. Myocardial infarction. That's doctor speak for heart attack.
Attending physician
Yeah, we got
Dr.
that phone number,
Gilbert
too.
Buford, 504-555-9970. Was that Bruno's doctor?
And his best friend, or so I'm told. I've never met him.
Interesting keychain.
That's one of Uncle Bruno's glass eyes. It's the one he was wearing when he died.
How nice.
Anything else?
I'll let you get back to work.
Groovy.
Let's call the doctor.
Let's call.
I can't call. Cab company. Get out of here.
Professor Hopkins. That was the one in the book.
We met the crystal skull.
Yes, hello.
Hi, my name's Nancy Drew. Is this Professor Hotchkiss?
I am she.
That
Nancy
voice is bad.
Drew. Your name has a ring to it. Do I know you?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we met a little while back in Wisconsin.
Oh, yes. You were the delightful young lady doling out the samples in the tasting room of that cheese factory. Yum, yum.
No, I met you at Wickford Castle.
That's ridiculous. There was no cheese tasting room at Wickford Castle.
No, we were both guests there. I found a journal written by Marie Antoinette, which you translated.
That must have been
Remember?
Thanks to you, suddenly
Again,
all I
again.
think about is how wonderful
Just
a
probably
nice
on order,
big
but-
slab of Colby cheese would taste right now.
So
Listen, Mandy, I'm on a deadline, so if you could please just tell me why you called.
But my name isn't...
Deadline! Let's cut to the chase, shall we? Chop, chop.
Did a man from New Orleans named Bruno Bolet ever call you?
Ah, now there's a name you can remember. Bolet. Nice and French. I'm a scholar of French history, you
Oi,
know.
oi.
Yes, I know.
Oi,
So
oi.
did Bruno Bolet call you?
Indeed he did. Oui, oui.
Why did he call, if you don't mind my asking?
Because he had read my book, of course. The Crystal Skulls. Fact or fable, one of my best efforts. Sold like hotcakes, smothered in a rich, tangy lemon sauce.
Did he say anything about owning one of the skulls himself?
I would have hung up on him straight away if he had. I tell you, Brandy, if I had $1 for every crackpot who's called claiming to own one of those skulls, I'd be able to dine at the Russian tea room every evening for the rest of my life. All right, that's a bit of hyperbole, but you get the picture. No. If memory serves, we talked mostly about the skull called the Whisperer. He wanted to know if I had learned any more about it since my book was published, which I hadn't, or if I had any theory as to what happened to it, which I didn't.
And that was the extent of your conversation?
Well, now, let me think. My, such insatiable curiosity, Nellie. You remind me of someone I encountered on one of my journeys. But for the life of me, I cannot remember her name or the circumstances.
Nancy Drew, Wickford Castle?
Ah! The eyes have it.
I'm sorry?
That's what Bruno Bollet said when I turned the tables and asked him if he had any idea where the Whisperer was. He said, the eyes have it. Then he chuckled and hung up.
How much would a crystal skull like the Whisperer be worth?
In this crazy day and age, where the shorn hair and used tissues of celebrities get sold for thousands of dollars, there's absolutely no telling, Candy. $500,000 easily. Maybe even $1 million. Maybe 2. Maybe 10. The sky's the limit. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
If someone found a skull made of crystal,
This is the
how
longest
could they be
conversation
sure
of my
it's
life.
one of the crystal skulls?
Wonderful question, Francie. How indeed? Because there are sure to be thousands of fakes out there. Perhaps tens of thousands. But remember, the real skulls were made long before the tools commonly used for carving today were invented. Which means, let's put on our thinking caps.
Modern-day tools would have left marks if the skull was a fake?
Exactly so. Mind you, the marks on a good fake
okay.
would be microscopic and thus imperceptible to the human eye. However, any thorough laboratory analysis would quickly unmask a counterfeit.
So the only way to prove that a skull is the real deal is by proving it's not a fake?
And by examining its provenance, its history of ownership. If it can be shown that a particular specimen has been passed along from antiquity into modern times and didn't just suddenly appear in, say, Germany in the mid-19th century, that would tend to support its authenticity as well.
In your book, you said that all the people who've ever owned the Whisperer were murdered, yet Bruno Bollet dropped dead of a heart attack.
Are you saying the Whisperer was in his possession after all? The scallywag! Why didn't he tell me that? Oh, that's right, I would have hung up on him. Well, if that's the case, then I strongly suggest you take a close look at his so-called heart attack, Sandy. Because if he owned the skull
gets
and he
murdered.
died, I guarantee you it was at the hands of someone else. Or my name's not Beatrice Gertrude Winifred Hotchkiss.
The idea that the Whisperer can make its owner immortal, do you believe that?
I believe that things that defy any so-called rational explanations happen all the time, Nessie. Now, does that mean there are mysterious external forces at work in the universe of which we do not and cannot ever have full knowledge? Or does it all boil down to us? If the human heart desperately wants something to be true, does the human mind have the power to make it true? Who knows? Oh, questions, questions, questions. Oh, how dreary life would be without them.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck to you, dear.
I don't know that actually helps, but okay.
This is Dr. Gilbert Buford's answering service. How may I help you?
I need to talk to Dr. Buford. Could you maybe give me a number where I can reach him?
No, ma'am, I cannot. Is this an emergency?
Sort of. I mean, it's not a medical emergency. See, I'm only going to be in town for a short time, and Dr. Buford and I have this mutual friend who died recently, and I just really need to talk to him about it.
Need some consoling, huh?
Yes, I need some consoling. That's it exactly.
Well, tell you what. It's against the rules to give you his phone
Are
number,
we
but
going
I
there?
can tell you that now that he's all but
Hey,
retired,
look, we're gonna call a cab
Dr.
company.
Buford spends most of his evenings at his favorite gumbo stand down in the French Quarter.
Find
If
the
you really
wizard there.
need to talk to him, you
I
can
doubt it.
probably find him there.
Great. Do you know the address?
It's
Gumbo.
at the
We're
corner
gonna
of
get
Rampart
gumbo.
and Domain.
Did you say Rampart and Domain?
I did indeed. Granny Pumpkin's Cajun cooking. They make some darn fine gumbo.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, and I'm truly sorry about your loss.
My loss?
That mutual friend of yours and Dr. Buford's?
Oh, right. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Bye.
One Uber.
That wasn't a thing when this game was made.
Due to current weather and road conditions, cab service to the greater New Orleans area has been temporarily suspended. We regret being unable to serve
Oh,
you at
Bess.
this time.
That's helpful. What's the point of that then? Bess, can you please go to this guy's house? Or the gumbo place?
Hello?
Hi, Bess. It's me.
So what's been happening? Tell me everything.
Well, let's
Nope,
see.
switching back over.
Since the last time we talked, I was just about
Yeah.
getting ready to...
I'll switch back over.
That's the gumbo
Interesting stuff.
place.
But the reason I called is, I need you to talk to this doctor named Gilbert Buford, who, as it turns out,
Let me guess, it's
likes
right
to hang
here.
out at a gumbo stand called Granny
It's that guy.
Pumpkin's Cajun Cooking.
It probably is.
Which should be right across from our hotel.
Which is should
You
be
just want me to talk to him?
Coincidence.
That's it?
everything's right
Nothing
across from our hotel.
nefarious? No black ops stuff?
He was Bruno Bolet's doctor, and apparently his best friend, too. I just need for you to see if he thinks there was anything weird about the way Bruno died.
What do you mean by weird?
I mean, I kind of think maybe Bruno was murdered.
Murdered? By whom?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Who says by who?
Everyone's a suspect at this point.
Including this Gilbert Buford guy?
Well,
Great, I'm gonna be chatting up Jack the Ripper.
oh, I'm sure the guy's fine, but be subtle, just in case.
Well, I can see the gumbo stand from our balcony. If he's the guy that's sitting down there, I guess he looks harmless. Okay, I'll go talk
Murder
to
me.
him.
Probably.
Thanks, Bess. Let me know what happens.
Cheerio.
Need his gumbo.
Hey, what'll it be?
A bowl
That's
of gumbo,
a-
please.
Here,
Enjoy.
watch. Yeah. Make it spicy.
Talk
Now.
about spicy.
That's it. You're supposed to click on the guy, not the truck.
What do we do now?
But,
Some gumbo.
Why, hello, young lady. How kind of you to grace an old man with your lovely presence.
Are you Dr. Gilbert Buford?
I'm delighted to report that I am indeed.
Your answering service said I'd probably find you here.
This here is my favorite spot in the whole city. Delicious gumbo, pleasing view, particularly now, I might add.
My name's Bess
What?
Marvin. I'd like to ask you some
Jack
questions
the Ripper.
about Bruno Bolet, if that's okay.
I'd prefer subject matter of a happier nature, but I do not want to seem inhospitable, so what is it you want to know?
Is there any doubt in your mind as to how Dr. Bolet died?
He died of a myocardial infarction, most likely caused by age-related atherosclerosis. Dying of a heart attack is all too common for people who are socially isolated, and Bruno Bolet had most certainly become that.
I thought Bruno Bolet was your best friend.
Well, now, I was certainly his best friend, but I cannot honestly say that he was mine. Fact is, while socializing with my fellow man, particularly with pretty young women such as yourself, has always been a source of pleasure for me, Bruno was just the opposite. Unfortunately, the older he got, the more numerous
I
his
was gonna answer that
idiosyncrasies
question.
became, and the less concern about their negative effect upon others he became.
Did Dr. Bolet ever say anything to you about owning a crystal skull?
Why, yes. Yes, he did. In fact, he showed it to me once. Said it had magical powers. Said owning it was going to allow him to live forever. I thought it was utter nonsense and told him so. Well, he didn't appreciate that at all. Refused to talk to me for a full 2 weeks.
Do you have any idea where he kept it?
No. He was terrified that someone would steal it from him, so he told no one its location. Not even me. Tell me, Miss Bess, what do you know about that crystal skull?
This friend of mine, who is also a friend of Henry Bolet, you know, Dr. Bolet's great-nephew. Anyway, while she was visiting Henry, she saw this book in Bruno's library about the legendary crystal skulls and was kind of intrigued and thought that since Henry said that you were pretty much Bruno's only friend, maybe Bruno had said something to you about it, and as it turns out, he had. That's all I know.
I see. Well, much as I'd like to believe that skull holds the key to immortality, I'm afraid Bruno's passing proves it's worthless. Although it would make an attractive paperweight, as I recall. Tell your friend not to give it another thought.
Where was Dr. Bolet when he had his MI?
In the foyer of his house, just inside the front door. In fact, I hadn't seen him for a while, so I picked that day to pay him a visit. I walked up to the front door, found it unlocked as usual, opened it, and there he was, lying on the floor in obvious distress. The next thing I know, his housekeeper came running in and started shrieking and carrying on, until finally I sent her out of the room so she could summon an ambulance, and I could once again hear myself think. Well, let's see. Then I knelt down and saw that he wasn't breathing. So I pulled him away from the doorway so I'd have more room to work on him and began chest compressions. I continued until the medics arrived, but nothing they did made a difference either.
Was Dr. Bolet unconscious the whole time?
Yes, he was.
Can you remember anything that might indicate what he was doing by the front door? I mean, had he just come in from a walk? Was he wearing a hat? Was he holding anything? Had he dropped something? An umbrella? Sunglasses?
Wait a minute. Why, yes, he was holding something. A piece of paper. And on the floor next to him was an envelope. He must have collapsed while reading a letter.
Do you know what happened to it?
Now, I know the letter was no longer in Bruno's hand when the paramedics arrived, so perhaps he released the letter when I moved him. And yet, I do not recall seeing it on the floor when they wheeled him out the door. Iggy.
What's Icky?
Iggy. Iggy is an iguana Bruno befriended, then turned loose in his home. It soon developed the annoying habit of stealing paper and stockpiling it in the vent system.
Are you saying an iguana made off with the letter Bruno had been reading?
It would not have been the first time a missing document ended up in Iggy's possession. Renee would periodically call me saying the lizard had absconded with one of Bruno's prescriptions and would I please write her up a replacement. In any case, Bruno once told me he was training Iggy. Said he taught Iggy to retrieve the things it had stolen.
Did they do an autopsy on Dr. Bolet?
No. Given Bruno's advanced age and the absence of any indication of foul play, an autopsy was deemed unnecessary, and the body was cremated according to Bruno's wishes.
Do you think it's possible that Renee caused Dr. Bolet's death by, say, hoarding the pills from those missing prescriptions and giving them to him all at once?
No. Had he died of an overdose of the medications I had prescribed, the manner of his death would have been quite different. But he died of a heart attack. Of that, I am certain. However, I know for a fact that Renee is deeply involved in the practice of hoodoo. And as Bruno's housekeeper, she had ample opportunity to use it against my poor old friend.
You mean hoodoo really works?
Young lady, never, ever underestimate the power of suggestion. If a person believes in something, even on a subconscious level, fantasy can easily become fact. And who knows what rubbish Renee filled Bruno's mind with? Drink this, don't eat that, this brings good luck, that brings bad, day in and day out. Even if he said he didn't believe a word of it, who knows how much his subconscious was absorbing? He was very old and vulnerable. So could Renee have caused Bruno to have that fatal heart attack? There's not a doubt in my mind she could indeed.
Thanks for your time.
It's been a pleasure, I assure you.
Yep, so we gotta figure out where there's a vent for the iguana.
I did not see a vent. Probably gonna appear now.
chance. Okay, here's what's been happening at my end.
Here's what's been happening at my end.
No, why?
And that's pretty much it.
Good work. I'll take it from here. Thanks
for that summary,
again.
Beth.
Good luck. Bye.
There we go.
Look for a vent. I think that's our next step.
Yes?
I'm afraid you're going to be stuck with me for a while.
Let me guess. Because of the big storm that's blowing in. Everyone in the city's freaking out, and you can't get a cab.
Bingo.
One
Person
heck
at
of
the
a
bank
guesser.
told me just before she put me on hold for 2
Funny.
hours. Don't worry, we've got plenty of food here, beds, candles. You're welcome to stay.
I'm going to keep looking around.
Groovy.
I'd rather
Groovy.
Salvage stable with you. Weirdo.
Alright, look for a vent. Keep going. Sand.
Man. Those both.
So you would talk to the lady somewhere right here, so I'm going somewhere.
Hello
Maybe she has an
again.
idea.
Were you in the house when Dr. Bolle passed away?
If she says no.
I was indeed. I was in the library cleaning when all of a sudden I heard a big thump. I hurried out to investigate, and sure enough, there was Dr. Bolle lying by the
Yeah.
front door. And as I rushed over to him, the door opened and in walked Gilbert Buford. He took one look at Dr. Bolle and hollered at me to call 911. So I ran back into the library and
That's a
did
great
just
story.
that. When I came back out, Gilbert was leaning over Dr. Bolle, listening for breathing, I suppose. And then he started pushing up and down on his chest. But it was too late. Even I could tell that Dr. Bolle was gone.
How was it that Gilbert was able to just walk right in like that?
As you yourself discovered, people around here seldom
smart.
lock their front doors during the day. But you know, in the back of my mind, I have always wondered about Gilbert Buford showing up at the door at that exact moment.
You didn't ask her about the paper. There was another question about the
I'll
paper.
see you later.
Fare thee well.
Turn around, go back in the house. We gotta figure out where this stupid iguana went with this vent
Better be upstairs.
left. That's not.
What's the point of?
I don't know. Probably something. Left. You're just gonna ignore me? Okay.
I couldn't go left.
You couldn't go into the room that we've been into like 8 times.
I just heard a really creepy noise. Am I? Oh, there's something. A bird.
It's a bird. Wait a minute. That's a...
Raven?
Yes, thank you.
Right.
Oh my gosh, stop.
What?
Is that one of the thing outside that we're supposed to use the paper on? You know, like, it's the square. Oh gosh.
Oh! So the bird?
One of them was a bird.
Okay.
There's probably 4 more, 3 more. Where's a vent? I haven't even seen a vent anywhere. No.
Yes?
Do you know what this is? I found it in the other room.
Looks to me like some kind of tracing.
I was thinking that maybe my skeleton man left it behind.
Well, I sure don't know anything about it. Anything else?
Do you know where I could find some
Oh
plain
my
paper?
gosh, you could have asked
Instead
that.
iguana papers like non-existent in here. Try asking Renee.
Oh.
I'll stop.
Well, maybe
bugging
we
you
can
now.
find the iguana now that it's, like, been said.
What
We're
is...
talking to the lady outside. Nope, outside. We always, if someone's got something new to say, we always talk to the other person.
Hello again.
Have you ever seen this before? I found it by that scale model of the cemetery that's inside the house.
It's a mystery to me. I suggest you ask Henry. He leaves things lying around all the time. I guess it figures I won't notice amid all the other clutter. But I do. I notice everything. How else may I be of service to you?
Do you by any chance have some plain paper that I could use?
I most certainly do. But it's up in my room, and I'm afraid I cannot retrieve it for you until I'm finished here. You get the sudden urge to draw a picture?
Something like that. I know, I'll help you. That way you'll get done faster.
Gracious, you are the picture of impatience, aren't you? Well, I appreciate the offer. But here, why don't you just take this instead? It's an extra key to my room. The paper's in a drawer in my nightstand. I have to keep it hidden on account of that paper-thieving iguana. Just go on up and help yourself. But make sure you lock the door when you leave, you hear? You I trust. But Henry, him I do not.
I really appreciate this.
And long as you're going up there, my appetite could use a little placating, so I would be much obliged if you would bring me a candy bar from my nightstand. And take one for yourself while you're at it.
Alright, so we got the key now. I'm assuming we have the key. She gave us the key.
Yes, so we don't have to find this iguana anymore. That was pointless.
Yeah.
So glad we did that. Now I got the key.
Door rattles.
Oh, I need the key. And we have to get her a candy bar. I'm scared to go in here. She does some weird voodoo stuff.
What's that? Oh, blank paper.
Cool.
I think we need 4 or 3
Where's her
more.
candy bar?
Probably in her room.
You said it was in her. Oh, here they are.
Oh my
One for
god!
Renee,
I like this lady.
I can have one for myself.
and one for me. Yum. Gosh,
Gosh,
these things are good.
good.
Oh,
Keeping the trash.
apparently. Okay, let's go around.
Is there something happening?
Yeah, there's a weird noise.
Ooh, there's a creepy dog.
No. Is that me?
I don't know.
That is unacceptable. Oh, I have chills. Nope. Oh, what is this? Oh,
Click
great.
the buttons. What does it do? What? Click the other button. What's the other buttons? You gotta make the symbol.
Oh no! Which one?
All of them.
Oh no! Okay, that's this one.
Alright, so click it. Yep.
Oh. But now what?
Click that one. This one's good too. Look at that.
Not too bad. So far these puzzles aren't too bad.
Voodoo signs and symbols.
I don't want to look at this. Oh, great. I need to take a picture of this.
Boo.
Alright.
I mean, that's not that hard. If you go back into that, I mean, we're not gonna remember it, but it's like AH, and then it's that symbol plus, like,
Move.
yeah.
That was all that was in there.
Oh, obviously it's gonna be important somewhere. Right? Can't get in there. No.
Anything else? Oh.
Yeah, that doesn't seem weird. That's like made out of blood. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Go into the thing you just took a picture of. What does it say? Boo moo. It says ba. What's the line? Baza. I'm probably gonna summon something here. Baza. Wait, what's the O? Low. Baza low. Or Lou. Baza Lou. Pa? You think that's Pa? Yeah, it's gotta be. Baza Lou Pa.
What's the point of it?
I'm figuring this out. D. Nuts. What?
I'm muting.
D. What is that? O. D moo.
D move.
And then. Pa. No, that's not right.
Yeah, you're right.
Because there's 2 dots underneath that.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, is there? Oh, yeah, there is. It's just hard to see.
Okay.
D moo ka. I don't know.
Am I supposed to do something with that?
Pickup powder.
Help.
Do we get to take this one? Like we did at the store?
I'm just gonna pick up now forever.
I'll pick it up again.
Wow. Wait.
No, same thing. Don't do that. Put it in her chocolate.
That's me.
Alright, that's it.
Nothing else.
Nothing else that I saw.
Should I take a picture of that on the wall?
No.
I don't like this doll.
Go to the doll. You can
Why?
do anything with it? Huh?
Ooh. I don't want to.
Okay, just go back down,
Can I
talk
take
to
a
her.
picture of that?
Sure. Alright, let's go talk to her again. Being very hesitant here.
The voodoo got me.
Talk to him, see if he's got anything to say.
What?
I don't know. Got
Yes.
anything? Nope. Okay.
I'm going to keep looking around.
Well, yeah,
Whatever.
crap. But I just want to see if we're passing him. We might as well just ask him. Because he had to turn back around before he
You bring me that Cocoa Kringle
Cocoa
bar like
Kringle
I
bar.
asked?
Right
Yeah, why do you
here.
have so many?
Bless you. I'm so
could
hungry I
devour
could
these
devour these
plants
plants
I'm
I'm
potting
potting
up.
up, dirt and all. How else may I be of service to you?
Those weird symbols on the wall in your room. Do you know who painted them?
At
I
all?
did. Fact of the matter is, there's a spirit living in that wall.
Oh, the iguana.
A spirit.
Got a voice that'd send shivers down the spine of Dracula himself. Used to hear it sometimes, in the dead of night, half talking, half whispering, saying this one word I never heard before,
assuming we need
like it
Bobby.
was from a language no one on earth spoke. And suddenly, I knew. The spirit was trying to cast a spell on me. So I got me a book and found out that by painting the word I heard on the wall, syllable by syllable, in hoodoo signs, I could counteract the word's power. And you know what? The spirit has not spoken that word or any other since.
What was the word?
Darling, a sack full of water moccasins couldn't get me to say that word out loud.
Oops.
Nor will I write it down. No, sir. Not ever,
we're in
ever,
trouble.
ever.
Okay.
I'd better get going.
Fare thee well.
Alright, go to the thing. there that we're supposed to do. Well, I guess we don't have. I mean, we don't have a pencil or anything.
I don't know if that matters.
Yeah, I don't know if it matters. Technically, I was
But
saying.
we need paper.
Oh my gosh, we're going in
You get
circles.
4 of the carton.
Good news now. Right? Right?
Nope.
That one?
Um,
No, you can't. Oh, you go. Wait, could we have gone that way? No. Right.
you're weird. You were the one who knew.
I'm guessing.
See.
Go every way you can.
Nope. Oh, 7 million.
I'll go that way. Apparently. That way. Not that way.
Dead end. I always do that. Ah!
Left.
There it is.
What are you?
Okay, we got paper now.
Use the paper.
She had a rock. Then?
We got a coffin. We use the paper. Oh yeah, we just have a limited amount of paper now.
Now I can go in?
There's another one. We only have 3.
Oh, these. I forgot these.
Wait, we already have that one.
There's a bird.
So we gotta do that one.
I don't know how hard it was to get paper. So,
Crossbones.
that's promising.
So what does that mean?
You gotta get
Yeah, like our regional.
like shot.
I say, is there any more? Because we still have extra paper. One that exit out of the thing. I can't see. Nope. Go in there. Exit out of your inventory.
Okay.
Make sure there's not one up top somewhere. What about on the ground, like here? Alright, well. We have crossbones. What does that even mean? Alright. Alright. Well, go back to the house and then we'll end it there. I say, I don't know why we would have that stuff.
Like, I remember how to go back to that.
Well, I mean, it's gonna take us 20 minutes to get back to the house, apparently.
Boom. What is this? What is this?
It's gonna be something.
Nothing else I can use on your phone?
Well, for now, we don't know of anything, but...
Okay.
Alright. Well, that's where we're gonna end it. And we will see everyone in the next video.